Good evening and welcome back to Football Manager 2024 and the next London Greens episode. We are back, guys. Back for another game, and the first game, well, two games today. There'll obviously be two league games, as is the way I've been running this season. And we're going to go into this next game against Welling under 21s. And we're actually, for the first time in a little while, we're going to listen to our assistant manager and we're going to kind of take in what they're saying. And the reason for that is obviously the last couple of episodes, more or less this whole season, been really weird. It's been kind of up and down in a way where we've actually won a few games, lost a few games, but the games that we've won there were a few games in there where we only managed to score penalties. Hence why we had an episode called "Can We Please Score from Open Play?" So today, we're going to listen to our assistant manager. We're going to kind of have a little bit more. Okay, cool. Odekoye is happy. Dang, we lost in the under 18s, but look at that. Up in second place, looking pretty good. Fitness tests. Elaine's not ready. Okay. Costa could have 45 minutes, so he could have a half, and Nethercott could have a half as well. We'll go to our tactical meeting. We'll view the changes that our assistant manager wants to throw in. So at the back, he wants Rowthorne, Isaac, and Jones, the Costa, and then more or less a very different attacking lineup there. So I'm going to use the suggested squad. We're going to accept it. Next match only. Click do it. Go into the team and see what's what. So McNally, as a centre mid, wants to play as an advanced playmaker. So let's do that. Okay. Meek on the left wants to be a wide target forward, which he already is. That's great. But Odekoye the same again. Okay, so he probably should be as well. Wide target, yeah, he is. Crosby, let's move you into the middle then. Why not? And yeah, like I say, the reason we're doing this, we're just giving it a different go. We're trying something else because we haven't really been able to score that many goals. And obviously, if we want to win more games, we need to score more goals. So what are we covering at the minute? We've got Larson, Anna covering all across the back five. Then we've got Bordeo covering midfield. And Cole Andrews covering, left, centre and striker. So we've got no cover on the midfield right. Nethercott could come in there. Tyson Lane could come in there. But it said only 45 minutes for Nethercott. So Bordeo needs to stay in. I think we can sacrifice John Larson for Nethercott so that we're covering the right midfield. Knowing that if something goes wrong with our centre-backs, there's already 3 in there. We can drop to a back 4, make a change like that. So let's go. Submit the team. A lot of them are not very fit. Haven't played a lot of games because for the most part I was keeping to the same team. But we need to try and work on that. We do need to try and, I don't know, add a little bit more variation and rotation to our team. So Crosby is captain. Into the dressing room. Let's go. I want to see a good performance. Good performance. I want to see us try and get the win here against Welling because they're down in 8th. We're up in 4th. We should be able to beat them. Had a good start though. Look at that. Already generating some chances. So let's just drop quickly into cautious and see if we can build our possession stat at all. Because if we don't, we need to stick on cautious or defensive and try our best to stay in the game. We haven't really had a shot just yet. No chances generated. 25%. So it is climbing, but very slowly. 26%. And down again. Okay. Okay. Let's turn that down. Let's also slow this down a bit. Try and get a little bit more possession. That should give us a little bit more possession. Hopefully it'll climb up again. But again, we still haven't generated any chances. There we go. There's our first shot. From just on the edge of the box. By Alex Jones. So not really from one of our prime attackers, really. I'm going to drop to defensive here. And I'm actually going to go back to the very direct. Hoping that we can hit them on a counter. Maybe like that. Because if they're going to have this much possession, We need to be able to hit him on a counter. Here we go, McNally. Maybe we can score from a free kick. That'll do it. Set piece would do it as well. Be very happy with that. See what we can see. McNally shoots it off the bar. It's going to drop down. Nimely gets it rid. Out for a corner. Okay. Well, that was pretty close. That was very close, actually. That was really close. Almost 1-0 from a bit of set piece play. Sweeney whips it in. Come on, here we go. There he goes. Kicks it in. Trying to get up. Can't quite get to it. Jeremiah Meek. Maybe back to Sweeney or just control it. No, whips it in again. Crosby can't quite get there. And the Welling keeper claims it quite well. But there we go with that. Okay, that was a little bit of a chance. And we've just taken another shot. Not bad. Get to half-time having, suffered a little bit. No! Welling, corner ball. Isaac gets up and gets out. Crosby will chase it. Maybe it's a counter-attack. That's a lot of space in front of him. No, but he holds on to it a little bit, passes it back. That's fine. I don't mind that. Get to half-time. We could have tried to go on the counter, but then I suppose he would have been on his own. And if he goes on his own and gets tackled and gets isolated, I'll then be a bit like, well, why'd you go on your own? You can't have it both ways, of course. Oh, Duncan, over the top. That's exactly what we're looking for. Over the top like that. Crosby, off the post. We've hit the post twice. Meek, back to DaCosta. Still got a chance here. Jeremiah Meek again. Back again. Alex Jones holds on to it. That's fine. Okay, so it's kind of showing that the counter-attacking, probably not a bad idea in this game. Probably not a bad idea. So, go into the tactics. Paul Andrews, pace and acceleration, like 11 and 9. Not bad. Jeremiah Meek, 4 and 4. So, he's not as pacey. So, might be an idea to get Cole Andrews on a little bit of extra pace and tell him to get in behind. So edit those instructions. Get in behind. Winger, attack, dribble more, cross more often, cross from byline. Yeah, I definitely want further forward. Aim crosses at center. Can I get? Is there like a wide? That might be the one. I'm not sure actually. Look, advanced playmaker, cross, aim, center, shoot less often. Oh, okay, let's go inverted winger. Dribble more, cut inside, get further forward. That's it. That's what I'm looking for. Inverted winger is how we're going to play Andrews in this second half. And see if making a specific tactical change like that going to get us anywhere, get us a result or something. Okay, Crosby's been yellowed, so we have to keep an eye on him. We don't have another striker. Nethercott's got 7 and 9 on pace, so yeah, we could always just bring Nethercott in for Crosby, put Nethercott on the left, and then Paul Andrews goes up top. Maybe. We're still working with not a lot of possession. Not a lot of possession at all. Nimely whips it in for Welling. Towards the back post. It's up. It's off the bar. Tapetan plays it back to Evans. All the way back to Nimely again. And that's gone off. It might have been offside as well, to be honest. We are struggling. We are kind of struggling here. Let's focus the entire team. See if that has any positivity. All right. We have a chance. We have got a chance. Try and focus play down the wings as well. Hawkhurst are losing. Oh my word, I didn't even realise. Oh, Isaac just nods it over. Didn't even realise Hawkhurst were losing, but that's what we need. So even if we are unable to get the win here, we get a point. We're chasing Hawkhurst down if they lose to Hilltop. Hey, that was Andrews taking another shot. Okay, we're actually generating some chances here at the end. We're still very low on possession, so I'm not changing anything. Okay, let's make some changes now. Crosby off for Nethercott. Swap you guys around. Odakoya, you can come off for Bordeo. We'll kind of sit with a midfield pairing. Nally goes wide, and it's very central in a way, but I still hope we can aim down the wing. get the ball down to our wingers. Our XG is actually higher, even though we've had less shots on target. That's something, isn't it? We've won a corner. Is it going to be a highlight? No, it doesn't look like it is. 2 minutes to go. That's a corner kick to Welling. No, it's oh, we might have a last chance to steal it. McNally all the way in. Nethercott's going to get there at the back. Nods it to no one. Sweeney takes it. Bordeo shoots it. Oh, it's just gone wide. It's just gone wide. That should be full time. To be fair, we were lucky that we got given that chance. Oh, but a 0-0. A 0-0 with no possession. Very little possession. But maybe, you know, look at that XG. It was much higher in the second half. A good tactical change there. Perhaps we are starting to learn this game a little bit more. Okay. Oh, they lost focus. My bad. See if we can bounce that back. Maybe. Nope. Yeah, it's all over the place. Some are happy, some are confused. I don't know. I was thinking, I was like, we should have won that. We could have won that. We had more chances. We did well in the second half. We survived with very little possession. But they weren't quite happy with it. So 5-1, Hilltop absolutely smacked up Hawkhurst. What is going on there? Sandhurst beat Forest Row, they're bottom, that's expected. Westfield beat Old Boys, again they're low, that's expected. Ashurst and Kensington with a draw really tightens things up a little bit. And Indian Gymkhana Club beat Sidley in, okay, that's kind of a middle of the table match. And obviously we were a 0-0, the only 0-0. We don't see very many 0-0s in this league. Let's attend the conference and see what they say. Yes. So he said, how have you managed to avoid defeat there? We did it by playing the right way, I suppose. Okay, moving on. Only 3 questions. Sweeney plays well, 7.4. 3 key passes, nice. Go away. 3-2. Player of the week was Aaron McDermott for scoring 3 for Hilltop against top of the league. Hawkhurst, you can't blame him for giving him that. That was a good win for Hilltop and a really good result for the league. Honestly, like it looked like it looked like Hawkhurst were just gonna keep going and just keep going, and they were not gonna stop winning games. But there we go. They did lose a game. We got a point. So even though a win would have been better, we get a point. We stick around in 4th place, and we are kind of competing at the top here of the table. Remember, we will play Hawkhurst near the end of the year, so we need them to lose another game. We need to win a few more games, but it's a good sign. It's a good sign that they lost that game. In simple terms, it's a good sign they lost that game because they are not running away with the league. They're still above, still at the top, of course, but not over just yet. And it looks like we don't have a game for a week, so I will hop off camera real quick, get through the training and the backroom stuff, and then come back for the next game. Right, so we are at the Sandhurst game. Sandhurst second in the league, and very little has happened in the other weeks between. Basically nothing, except we had a little bit of an injury to McNally. He's out for a couple months. Not great, because we're losing attacking choices left and right if they keep getting injured. And I think Danilo Nethercott also had like a short injury as well, but he should be okay. It was only like a couple of days or something, so not very much at all. And let's just waiting for it to load up and get us into this next game. Sandhurst, that'll be a close one. Apparently, the press conference, the interviewer said, it was like, so you've lost against these guys like the last time you played, but the time before that you won or something like that. I can't quite remember. Ooh, all right. Annoying. Zico Creeth picks up an injury because apparently we're looking at him as someone who could probably get into the first team even at 16 years old. It's quite crazy. We've given him a little bit of training to focus on his strength. He's a midfielder, and it could be like a possible pairing to go up with DaCosta into the midfield. Andrews, yeah. Prakash going out wide. Crosby in the middle. Meek, Okoye. Slightly different. Back line is more or less the same. Nethercott's injury is... Yeah, he's injured at the minute, but he probably could come back at some point. What about Finn Powell? How is he looking? Long way off. Still a long way off. Suppose Larson stays in there to cover centre back as well. I don't really know. Rather add an extra striker in, actually. Let's add Finn Powell in and let's go. Few players missing a little bit of match sharpness, but that always seems to be the case just because of if there's 2 weeks between games, that can happen. I did schedule some friendlies in between the weeks before in the last couple of seasons. So maybe I need to go back to start doing that again. Sandhurst are on a run of 5 wins, so we're going to have to... let's start with a balanced, just to start, and see how we fare. If we can get, again, that possession stat is really dropping because we're playing 2 away games this episode. Okay, it's climbed up a bit, dropped again a little bit, 32%. Going to change any second now, 39, so it's climbing a little bit again. Welling are now beating Hawkhurst. Look at that. Okay, we've generated 2 chances there, not bad. Now we've got a... Okay, just got to defend this corner. Let me hit the play button. See what we can do here. Jones gets up and gets it out. Lovely stuff. Oh, it's come back in. No! No! Tom Nordstrom puts it in. Payne's error led to the goal. Yeah, he came out, tried to claim it. Couldn't get hold of it. Couldn't get hold of it. Not great. Okay, so we're going to have to carry on. 1-0 down. We've taken only long shots. Let's turn that off. Try and work the ball into the box. Do what we did last game, basically. Try and play down the wings. Play with our useful players. Our pacier players. We'll get Cole Andrews on if Prakash has got a yellow as well. Maidel plays it back to Adegboyega. Tackled almost. Sweeney just keep him with his... Nah, he's open at the back. He's open at the back. Oh no, it's been ruled out. He must have been offside. It did look close, but didn't actually think it would be offside. Here we go. Prakash with a chance. Puts it off the bar. No, it's tipped behind. So we'll have a corner. We will have a corner. And look at this Sandhurst Stadium completely empty. We need to play more home games, honestly. Costa, let's whip this one in. It's not gone far. Chase it back to Costa. Holds onto it. No. End of highlight. Right. Good to know. Okay, what's going on? Forest Row are beating an Indian Gincana Club. Welling are still beating Hawkhurst at the minute and really closing the gap. We need to try and grab a goal back. Let's go into the cautious mentality here. We're going to try and play on the counters like we did in the last game. Oh, Hawkhurst have equalised. Kensington have scored as well. So they're actually opening a gap between us. From us, 4-point gap from us. Well, we don't want that at all. We don't want that at all. We need to get a goal back here. So let's make those changes. Cole Andrews will come on for Prakash, and like I say, last time he played as an inside forward attack. That's what we're going to do again. Crosby, you move up. Meek off for Powell. Like so. Odukoya, actually, maybe that swap round isn't a bad shout. We'll play you as an inside. Oh. He much prefers playing as a winger, apparently. But no, so let's play as an inside attack. Costa's fine there. Rowthorne, maybe we could just shore up the midfield a bit, like so. Kind of playing a 4-2-2-2. Let's see if it works. We'll see if it works. I want a better display. Let's go. Second half. Possession-wise, we're actually looking okay, but 1-0 down, I'm just not comfortable just yet. We need to find a goal. Okay, that's better. That's a shot in a good area from Odukoya. Great save. Okay, that was another shot on target. 2 shots, actually, one of which on target. Sidley have scored. That's given away by Sandhurst. Let's move forward. Sweeney, back inside, surely. Yep. Yep, Andrews back. Yeah, good play. Just holding on to the ball, but slowly moving up the pitch. DaCosta inside. Rowthorne forward. Finn Powell. Lovely. There's a pass up there to the wing. Yeah, Andrews, go. He's got good pace. Inside now. Inside. Yep. Yes, there we go. The changes have worked. Finn Powell and Cole Andrews. Both substitutes. Super subs. Scoring the goals. Lovely stuff. 2 away games this episode. Don't forget. So if we can get... Well, I would say if we can get 2 points from the 2 away games, it wouldn't be that bad. Wouldn't be that bad at all. Are Hawkhurst still drawing, or are they ahead of the game now? Let's latest scores. No, they're still 1-1. Okay. Kensington winning, Sydney also winning. We're having a much better second half with the slightly pacier players, but oh, we'll have to defend this. Mackley and Parry. No, that's been instantly blocked, crossed in. And well out, and Andrews might be able to get on the end of that. Not quite. Price gets it back inside to Williams. Stolen by Ben Rowthorne. Moved him up into the midfield and, given away poorly. Claimed back to Costa. To Rowthorne again, and we might get another chance. Odukoya on the ball. Out wide to Andrews. Over the top. Andrews gets on the end of it. Inside. Surely there's a pass in there to Finn Powell again. No, goes back. Sweeney. Odukoya. Ben Rowthorne, and it's in. And it's another positive effect on the game. From a tactical change of bringing Ben Rowthorne into the midfield, adding more or less an extra attacker to our attacks, and we go 2-1 up. Now, that's a brilliant, brilliant score. Can we hold on? Can we keep it going? We're still just on the same mentality. Nothing's really changed. We've just kind of changed the formation a bit, tweaked things a bit. Rowthorne again, making that change, making that interception. Powell on the ball. Lovely stuff out wide. Crosby. There were a few passes on there. Gets it to Andrews across to Odukoya, and it's 3-1. And Cole Andrews and Odukoya teaming up there to put in a No, it's not. It's offside. Dang it. That was a lovely goal. It's a lovely goal that, well, isn't a goal. It's not a goal, but it was a lovely bit of play. Let's say that. Forest Row conceded twice. They're back to 3-3, and then they score themselves. Okay, let's sit on the defensive now. Got one more highlight here. Sweeney's going to throw the cross into Andrews. The throw in. Andrews goes on his own. Still going. Shoots it low, and it just flies wide. Low past the Bricknell's post. Still good play. Good attacking stuff. Odukoya's got a yellow, so let's just make that change for Udeo. Bring him back. Play 3 in the midfield. Really control the midfield at the end of this game. Only a few minutes to go. Defend this one. Williams. Up and out. Gibson gets it back to Parry. Parry shoots and it's gone wide. Oh, that looked very close. We'll take the goal kick. And also up the time wasting a little bit. Just try and see this one out. They've had one shot on target and it went in. You know, we've had a much better second half. And come on. What a second half. From 1-0 down. Just absolutely made changes there. Andrews, Powell and Crosby. Baldeo obviously came on just at the end. They're not for very long. Rowthorne moving up into the midfield with an 8.1. Brilliant. Brilliant play. Andrews with an 8.2. Is he man of the match? Yeah, he must be. Surely Andrews gets man of the match. That was a great comeback. A great game. And I'm very, very happy with that performance out of there. And it was a few tactical changes. It was bringing on some players, changing things up a little bit, get the pacey players on at the end of the game, running against tired legs, maybe. Adding Ben Rowthorne into the midfield just to change things up. Really good result. 1-0 down at half-time, but we finished 2-1. And we put one in to make it 3-1 as well, don't forget. Then again, Sandhurst also put one in. And oh my word, Hawkhurst did lose. Kensington got the win. So they're 1 point above us. But Hawkhurst lost both games in this episode. They lost to Welling, who obviously we just drew 0-0 with. We're a point above Sandhurst now, who are only 2 points above Westfield, or a point above, and 2 points above. It's so congested. We are actually only 3 points behind Hawkhurst. What an episode this has been for us. Let's attend the press conference, see what we said. That was a real back from the dead performance. What did you do? Well, I don't know. We just played really well in the second half. It was an awesome second half performance. It really will. That was an incredible goal as well. We won. Yeah, we did win the tactical battle in the second half at least. And Rowthorne pop up with a goal. Yeah, that's great. Cole Andrews, brilliant. Then Rowthorne put in a great performance. Yep, he did. I'm not going to say that. I mean, like, it wasn't really throwing mud at the wall. We know Crosby can play out wide as well. But, so, Cole Andrews probably deserves the pay rise. You know, I can't really be mad about that. He played so well in that second half. He came on and absolutely changed the game. 4-3 game. That's a crazy match. Crazy match. Player of the week was Peter Nimely for Welling. 2 goals. He scored both the goals. Wow. Good stuff. Against Hawkhurst. Let's take a look at the table again. We move up to 3rd. Just a little increase. But no, actually, let's see what happens in this Westfield game against Ashurst Wood. Because they could obviously... They could win their game and move up the table. So we'll just quickly advance, get to the Monday, and then have a look at the table. But I'm still very happy about that game. Very happy about the result. We actually made changes, and the same really in the first game, where we had chances in that second half, which we could have won the first game. You know, we had that chance at the very end, to make it 1-0, but we couldn't quite do it. Thrilled with the comeback, I really was. But the 0-0 was still fine. It does show that those tactical changes in the second half, maybe next game we'll have to start Cole Andrews out on the left, tell him to play as an inverted forward, inverted winger or an inside forward. I can't remember which one it was. And see what happens from the go, from ball one, rather than waiting into the second half. So Ashurst Wood did get the win. That's brilliant. That's actually brilliant. So that keeps Westfield down on 16. Ashurst Wood go up to 15. We keep our 3rd spot on 19 points there. We're only 1 win now. Really, only 1 win behind Hawkhurst. And that was a really good episode. That was a really good episode. Awesome, awesome episode. Let's take a look at the schedule now. So, obviously, that loss against Clapham Old Boys does kind of hurt. Not a great loss there for us. We were kind of hit by a few injuries in there, of course. But coming back from that, we got a 0-0 against Welling, of which we were almost half of the away. Look at that. We were almost half of the stadium. And then a 2-1 away, 2 goals in the second half to beat Sandhurst. Next up is Indian Club and then Kensington, who are in second. So this is a big game. Big game. Look at that. It will be important to win that one. So we'll play Indian Club next time out, and then we'll play Kensington. But that will be for next time, guys. Great way to end the episode. I do thank you for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed it. It was a good episode. I'm really happy. Tactical changes, but 2 away games. We come away with 4 points. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Thank you for watching, guys. I shall catch you next time.